Hey guys, Well and Customs here, and we are stuck in traffic, and I am just so bored. So I decided to make a little vlog video. Why not, right? So let's talk about some stuff. Tomorrow I'm gonna have an awesome, humongous, gigantic unboxing video. It's humongous. It's so much stuff that I actually had to send it back to my house in Long Island because I can't send it to my apartment in the city. It's just too much stuff. I don't have a doorman, so. When it's too big and too much stuff, I end up sending it back to my house where it can just get dropped off there. I don't have to worry about it. But it's a lot of stuff, so we're gonna take a look at that tomorrow morning, and I do a nice unboxing video on that. But I want to talk about some things. So what's new this past week? A little late on it, but I want to talk about it anyway. Everyone see the new trailers coming out last week? Oh man, I know a lot of people have their own opinion on Power Rangers. I do myself. When I first saw the first Power Rangers trailer, I didn't think that much of it. I was like, oh, whatever, they're gonna reboot it. It's gonna be whatever it is. Don't care that much. I used to love Power Rangers. I still love it, but you know, when I was growing up, I liked it a lot. But the first trailer didn't do that much for me. The second trailer, the newest one that came out, when you finally saw the Zords and you saw Megazord popping up at the end, man, that was so epic. I don't know about you. You know, I might be biased because, like I said before, I grew up on Power Rangers, and you know, you just want to see it do justice. And I have to admit, when the Zords came out, it looked pretty good. When Megazord was popping up at the end, it looked pretty good. I got a little excited, I have to admit. So that trailer definitely worked for me. I liked it a lot. Even the characters, I finally liked the fact that, like, you know, I always wondered how strong is a freaking Power Ranger. You know, I always wondered that myself. You know, they had the suits. You know, back in the day, they had those nylon suits. You know, I don't know what protection it gives to them. You know, how strong they are. They could take blasts. They could take swords slashing at them. But you never know how strong a Power Ranger is. So I actually like it in this video, in this movie coming up, that they talk about that. They address it. Like, you know what? They're really strong and everything like that. So it's pretty cool. I like that a lot. But yeah, for that, I think Rita, I forgot the woman's name that plays her. She's awesome. I love all her movies, but I think she looks awesome. You know, it's nice to have a nice, hot-looking Rita. You know, not some old lady. It's nice to have a nice, hot-looking one that you'd be like, man, she's a bad guy, but I'm oddly attracted to her. So that's really cool. I like that. But yeah, so I'm pretty psyched for Power Rangers. I can't wait till that comes out. The next up is Logan. The Logan trailer that came out recently, and I think it was the same day actually, or one after another, whatever it was. But that was a pretty good trailer too. I still think the first one was a little bit better. This one had a little bit more humor to it, which is not bad, it's fine. But yeah, I really was hooked on Logan. They don't need to hook me anymore. It's nice to see some new footages and new stuff. Like for instance, when they came, you know, I'm just gonna talk back to the trailer, but when they were getting Logan and the girl, you know, they beat up Logan, which Logan can get beat up, guys, you know, even though he has a healing factor. I don't know, does he have a healing factor in this movie, or is this really bad, or like he's getting old? I don't know. But, you know, and the guy had to go in to get the girl, you know, and the guy was actually an MMA fighter too. He turned actor, so that's pretty cool. But, the girl comes walking out, and you know, just her alone with the handcuffs, and she throws everything on the ground. And I think the guy that plays Hawkeye, it's that guy Hawkeye, right? It's their version of Hawkeye. He's like, no, like, you know, you don't want to go down this path. It's pretty good. I like it. You know, like I said before, they don't have to hype me up. I'm really very invested in Logan, so can't wait for that movie to come out as well. And yeah, you know, there's some humor inside of the trailer, if I remember right. You know, even at the end, like Professor Xavier was like, she's 10 and I'm 90 or 80, whatever he is, and you know, we barely had enough food and we're traveling so much. Like, it's funny, you know, whatever. It's pretty good. I'm looking at the lens, but I'm looking at the screen, so I might look a little cross-eyed once in a while. What else is new? You know, what is taking so long for the Justice League trailer to come out? Is it gonna come out like Super Bowl weekend or something like that? Is that what's gonna come down to? Because every single day they're like, oh, a new picture from a magazine. Oh, it's a grainy picture. The next day, oh, we had the HD picture. Yay! It's the same freaking picture all over again. There's different angles. You know, I could care less about it. I just want to see a new trailer already. I know the movie's not coming out to November, so I guess they don't really have to give us a trailer, but you know, I guess showing all these pictures is the only way to keep us refreshed in our minds that there is a movie coming out, because November is still a long way to go. But I would like a new trailer. Yeah, that'd be nice to have. New trailer, that would be pretty cool. Other news is, we're just hanging out right now, guys. I'm stuck in traffic. I gotta go to Flushing to pick up my fiance. What a morning I had. So hopefully my boss doesn't watch this. So anyway, I had a half day today because it's Chinese New Year. It's Chinese New Year Eve today. It's Friday, and I had a half day today. You know, so I was gonna go and work normal time, leave at 1 o'clock. I go and work at 9, right? I had to be there at 9. I woke up at 10 o'clock today. I was like, holy shit, it's 10 o'clock. You know, my fiance took off, so she was still sleeping. I was like, oh my God, it's 10 o'clock. What am I doing here? So I didn't know what to do. I was like, normally if this is a regular day, I'll just go into straight to work and be like, all right, I'm sorry I'm late. I'll make up the time at lunch or something. But I had a half day, so I'm supposed to leave at 1, and it's 10 o'clock already. I had to get dressed, I had to wash up and everything. I was like, man, by the time I get to work, it's gonna be like 11, and I leave at 1. So I talked to my boss, and then I was just like, sorry I'm late. I just told the truth, you know, no point in lying. Be like, I woke up late. No, nothing else to say. Yeah, so I went in. I got in at 11 o'clock, and I just made up the 2 hours and left at 3 instead of 1. And now I'm stuck in traffic. So my fiance needed to go to Flushing to do some errands, so she had to go herself. And then now I have to go pick her up. And I'm stuck in Flushing. I'm stuck in traffic. I wish I left at 1 o'clock, but that's how it goes. And tonight is Chinese New Year Eve. If any of you guys celebrate Chinese New Year, if you're Korean, if you know, I don't know what Japanese do, but I know Koreans and Chinese, they follow the same lunar calendar, I believe, and same holidays, kind of. But if you guys celebrate that, happy Chinese New Year. Hope you guys have a nice dinner with your family. If you're still young enough, you probably get Lycee and get some money. I don't get any money really anymore. I'm too old for that. Hey, you shouldn't be too old for it, but you know, you get to a point where like it's nice to have, but the people that are supposed to give you the money are like, yeah, you're old enough, you don't need it anymore. Eventually I'm gonna have, starting next year, I have to start giving money away because I'll be married. I think that's how it works. Or do I have to have kids? I don't know, we'll figure that out. But yeah, Chinese New Year is the year of the rooster, so whatever that means. Yeah, but other than that, let's talk about some more cooler things. What else is new? What else is new? I got a new haircut, a little bit shorter than I like. You know what, I like the hair to go outwards, that way this guy went all the way up. But it's alright, my hair grows really fast. My hair grows like, I get a haircut like once every other week, to be honest. Starting to flurry a little snow. I'm trying to think of all these things to say. I'm trying to think. Yeah, so part of my new stuff that I got from my toy haul tomorrow, a lot of Transformers. And one action figure, one DC action figure, but a lot of Transformers. I don't know what to say, man. I've been getting so into Transformers, I can't help it. It's just too cool. And I actually started heavily shopping on TF Source, yeah, you know, tfsource.com, and they have so many Transformers there. Third-party Transformer part, you know, they sell their stuff there. Pricey stuff, man, very pricey, that website. It's a bad addiction. Like I said before in my other video, I don't want to go down this road. I don't want to buy Hot Toys. I don't want to buy all this stuff because it's so expensive. And like I said before also, I pay for this stuff myself. I'm not sponsored. I don't get anything for free. It's all for my own collection. But man, it is pricey. And I spoiled myself a little bit. Didn't go too overboard, but you guys see it tomorrow. But I picked up some cool things, some from brands I bought from ever. You know, a lot of TF Source has a lot of third-party brands that you never heard of, but they have really cool looking Transformers. So I even bought Transformers. I don't even know who they are. They just look really cool. So I bought those. And I guess I'll talk about one thing. So basically this week, the new SH Figure Arts Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad came out. And I have to say, it's a nice figure. It's a really nice looking figure. Very detailed. Literally looks like it's straight out of the movie. So I was thinking about it. I was like, should I buy this? Like, I could buy it online. I could go to my local anime store here in the city. Like, should I buy this? I'm really thinking hard about it because it's still $60. You know, you don't want to throw $60 away like nothing if you're not really going to care about it. And I was like, man, it looks really good, but she looks too realistic. Like, literally, like, they took the scan from the actress and they made the figure. Pretty much, right? It's not like a comic book version, it's not like a cartoon version, it's a movie version. So I had this dilemma. I'm like, all of my collection mainly really is just like action figures that are based off like the comic books, like Marvel Legends or the DC Universe. So I'm thinking to myself, do I really need this Harley Quinn figure? I would like a new Harley Quinn figure. I like the aspect of having Harley Quinn being more a little bit more realistic looking, not with the black and red, you know, jester outfit. I like, you know, she's wearing jeans or she's wearing pantyhose or shorts and a jacket. I like that kind of look. So I was thinking to myself, I don't think I need this figure though because she's too realistic looking. She won't look good in my collection. And I started to have a little bit of a movie collection full of stuff, like obviously from the Mafex figures and everything like that, and some Marvel cinematic movie figures, but it's not my main collection. I really want a Harley Quinn, so I decided not to get it actually. And instead, I was like, you know what? I never bought it yet, or never bought this before, but I'm gonna get the Harley Quinn from Injustice Gods Among Us from SH Figure Arts. Why not, right? Because that's a really good looking one. She's comic book accurate, but she's not cartoony, nor is she like realistic looking. Perfect, right? So like, I don't know why I never bought it before. I don't know why. It never occurred to me to, but now I will, because I was so close to buying the Suicide Squad version, but I didn't do it. I might as well go toward my own collection and keep it in the same realm, you know. So I bought it. I went on Amazon. It's really hard to find in stores now. So I went on Amazon, and believe it or not, it was for sale. A lot cheaper. I think it was like 45% off. So, bam, good deal right there. Didn't spend $60. I think I spent like 30 on her, so it's pretty decent. You know, sometimes you could go up to like 45, $50. So I'm pretty happy about that purchase right there. And yeah, so she'll look pretty good in my collection, and we'll see how that looks. This traffic's killing me. You know, sometimes I hate traffic, but I have to admit, I love my car, so I don't mind. I don't mind the traffic really. You know, I only drive this car literally on the weekends because, like I said before, we live in the city and we commute to work by taking the subways. And we go home and we're home already. We don't need to drive out. You know, it's really rare. I might take the car out once a week during the week to go out to dinner to like Flushing or something like that, or to Astoria. But mostly I use the car only on the weekends. So when I finally get the car, it's like I still have like this honeymoon phase of the car because I've had it for 3 months, but I've used it probably 3 times less, or a third of what normal people use it. Because everyone uses their car every single day, 7 days a week. I use it maybe 2 days a week. 3 days I'm lucky. So yeah, I still like my mileage is really low still. Like, it's been 3 months last week, and I was supposed to get my first oil change and tune-up, but I'm not even close to even 3,000 miles. I'm not even close to 2,000 miles. So, you know, I still have this honeymoon phase of this car, which is good, because this means this car will last me a lot longer. I like it a lot. But yeah, I actually got a new a rack on top. Not a rack, but I had the rack already, but I actually got a new snowboard rack on it, so it looks pretty cool. It works pretty well. Ski and snowboard. So yeah, stuck in traffic, oh man, the Royal Rumble's coming up. So I don't know how many of you guys even follow wrestling. You know, if you don't, it's fine. It's cool. It's a, you know, it takes like a certain audience to keep liking wrestling, keep following wrestling. But I am a die-hard wrestling fan. Will always be one. Even when I was little, I was always a wrestling fan. My favorite wrestler growing up was Jim Duggan. Ho! So he was awesome. I liked him a lot. Actually, I saw him at Comic-Con this past year. I was so happy. Like, oh, that's Jim Duggan. So I got a picture of him and everything. My fiance was like, "Who is this old man? I don't know who he is." Pretty funny, but yeah, it was awesome. Anyway, speaking back to Jim Duggan, going to the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is this weekend. Who do you guys have? You know, all right, this is for you people who actually follow it. You know, me and my coworker were big wrestling fans, so we was talking about wrestling. So we have a whole little bet going on who we think's gonna win it, who's gonna be number 1, who's gonna be number 2. Is Triple H gonna be in it? Who's gonna win the title matches? So it's pretty fun. You know, you do that with friends. So I want to go over it with you, if I remember exactly who I picked. So this is how it goes. So for number 1, for my first entrance, I believe the first person who's gonna enter is I think it's gonna be Sami Zayn. I think Sami Zayn's gonna enter number 1, right? Because he fought so hard to get that spot, and he's gonna screw him over and give him number 1, right? Number 2, I think that number 2 entrance is gonna be Braun Strowman, and then Braun Strowman's just gonna whip that ass and throw him out of the ring. And I think Braun Strowman's gonna have a really good Royal Rumble this year, but he's not gonna win. Obviously, I don't think he's gonna win, but he's gonna be so dominant in the beginning of the Rumble that you're just gonna love him. And everyone's gonna remember it. He's gonna be throwing out everyone one at a time. Be the most dominant force in the Rumble this year, definitely. But he's not gonna win. Number 30, I honestly think to be Bray Wyatt. I actually think Bray Wyatt might win this year, to be honest. I think it's his time. Clearly, you know, I think a SmackDown person's gonna win the Royal Rumble. There's too many people on Raw that they focus on right now, but for the Rumble, but all of them are pretty much booked, in my opinion, for Mania. So they're not going to be in that spot. It's definitely going to be someone, in my opinion, from SmackDown. So I'm actually pulling for Bray Wyatt. I think it's his time. They have to start making new stars. They got to make Bray Wyatt more menacing and more of a bigger figure. So I think that'd be a big surprise for a lot of people if that does happen. For the title matches, I think AJ Styles will retain, hopefully. For the other one, for Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns, I think Kevin Owens will retain, hopefully, but he'll lose it at the next pay-per-view, maybe. That goes down. Or maybe, I was thinking about this actually today, I think Roman Reigns will win it, defeat Kevin Owens, and then they'll have their rematch at the next pay-per-view, but somehow Goldberg gets introduced into it somehow, and then he wins it. I don't know. And then that leads up to Goldberg and Lesnar at Mania. But that doesn't make any sense, because honestly, Lesnar and Goldberg don't need a title to have a match, so. Or either way, Goldberg does have a title match next month, and Goldberg messes it up somehow, so I don't know how that's gonna work. For the women's match, I think Charlotte will retain against Bayley. I don't think they're gonna waste her losing her streak at a Royal Rumble when they could do that at WrestleMania. So she'll retain that. A couple other things. I think Triple H will make an appearance in this Royal Rumble somehow. And surprise entrances in this Rumble. I know a lot of people thought Kurt Angle might come in. I don't think so. He's not fit enough for it. He's not going to be able to clear the physical for that. But I think RVD is going to be in it. I also think Shelton Benjamin's going to be in it. I mean, people don't know that Shelton Benjamin is in the WWE now. He's been injured for a while. And I actually do believe HBK will make an entrance in the Royal Rumble. If you guys have been seeing him lately, he is pretty good shape. He's pretty jacked. Not jacked, but like you can see he's in really good shape. Best shape in a long time. You know, I know he has a movie coming out, but they probably filmed that like a year ago or something. So you're like, why is he such good shape for? Because he's going to be in a Rumble, man. That's why. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's my Rumble predictions. I think it'll be really fun this year. It's pretty big. You got Lesnar, you got Goldberg, you got Undertaker. You know, it should be pretty good. We'll see how that goes. You got Braun Strowman, you got the Big Show. Big Show's looking pretty good too. He has like a 6-pack or a 4-pack now. That's pretty impressive for his size. He does look a little thin though, but whatever, man. He's pretty old and keeps in really good shape for his size as well. A lot of people his size have really bad mobility when they eventually get to older ages, and he's been just working at the gym, man. You see his workouts are pretty crazy. There's a lot of box jumps and everything. It's pretty impressive. He gets up, does push-ups, gets up right away, does some jumping and sparring. He's very, very agile for his size, which is pretty impressive. So that's pretty cool. Alright. Is there anything else I need to talk about? Is there anything else I need to say? I'm trying to think one last thing before I end this video. Oh, yes, I do. So the new Marvel Legends are coming out. Supposedly they're out right now in Asia. You know, the one of the Guardians of the Galaxy characters, that tiger dude, the Build-A-Figure, I really forgot his name. The Kid Nova. The Kid Nova. Man, I want to get that Kid Nova so badly. And also they had the new updated Star-Lord of the shorter jacket and everything like that. And another Drax, I believe. And then they have some other characters I don't care about. But yeah, so that's going to come out soon. It's out in Asia already. I'm pretty sure you have seen other people having it already. Very small amount of people, but it's out there definitely. So it's probably going to come out in a couple months, or maybe April, I believe, in the US. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that Nova. Looking forward to that Nova. So that's about it, guys. Alright, we're gonna end the video now. So what will we talk about today? Harley Quinn, wrestling, me being stuck in traffic, my car. What was the first topic I talked about? Oh, trailers. That's right. I talked about trailers. Any more movie trailers to talk about? I feel like, oh yeah, Doctor Strange is coming out soon, right? I was able to get that somehow. So I'm gonna watch it tonight. I finally, like I said before about other videos, I have not watched Doctor Strange or Star Wars, but I'm gonna be able to watch Doctor Strange tonight. And I watched like the first 5 minutes of it, 10 minutes of it to see how good the quality was, and which is really good. But I was like, man, this is actually a pretty good movie. I can't wait to watch it. So I'll let you guys know how that turns out. Alright guys, so now I'm really gonna end the video right now. So it's been fun. I like doing these vlogs. I hope you guys like it too. I know some of you guys do. Not everybody does, but I know some of you guys do. You guys appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys leave awesome feedback. You know, just press play, put it on in the background, you know, while you're doing something else. Have a little chat. Comment, of course. I love the comments. I love replying to your comments as well. I love hearing your feedback. You know, people have been leaving a lot of feedback lately, and I like it a lot. I always comment back to everybody I can. I do comment back to everybody. So leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. What did we talk about today again? Going over one last time. Trailers. We did that. Harley Quinn. My car. Me being late. Stuck in traffic. We talked about wrestling. Yeah. Alright, so that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Like always, comment, criticize, subscribe. Do whatever you want to pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go to wildandcustoms.com. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Peace.
That's crispy.